welcome everyone to the Thursday, August the 20th meeting of the Detroit Board of Police Commissioners meeting. We'd like to thank everyone for coming. At this time, we will have the invocation by Commander Chaplain Sherry Lohman.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Dear most gracious Father God, we thank you, Father God, for this meeting on today, Father God. We ask you, Father God, to be in the midst of it, oh God, and let the flow of order, oh God, start from the beginning to the end, oh God, and you would just have your way, God. Bless every member that is represented, every community leader, Father God, that is represented, and every police officer, Father God, that you will continue to cover them and protect them and keep them in perfect peace. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Commander Chaplain Lohman. Madam Secretary, we will have the introduction of the Commissioner's roll call. Thank you.
Commissioner Jones,
Present.
Commissioner Ivy is excused, Commissioner Williams,
Present.
Commissioner Morris is excused, Commissioner Bowman,
Present.
Commissioner Watts,
Here.
Commissioner Carter is excused, Commissioner Camille,
Present.
Commissioner DeWalsh,
Present.
Commissioner Woods.
Present.
7 present, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Now we will look at the approval of the August 20th agenda.
Mr. Chair, I move that we bring the Chief of Police report before oral communications and bring the closed door sections after the Chief of Police report. And with those necessary adjustments, I move for approval.
I second that.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Madam.
first must have the motion to approve the
Jackson.
agenda.
Dr.
Then
Jackson.
you can have the motion to
I
amend
move for approval.
Dr. Jackson, can you turn your mic on?
I'm sorry. Did you heard me though?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
first have the motion to approve, then you can move to amend it.
Thank you, Madam Parliamentarian.
Thank you.
Did I hear someone make the motion to approve today's agenda?
Commissioner Woods made the motion to approve.
I support.
All right. We do have a motion on the floor to approve today's agenda. Is there any discussion?
I'll move to amend the agenda and bring item 4 before 3, before oral communications, and bring the closed door session right after the Chief of Police report.
I second that.
All right, so we're looking at a motion that's already been supported where we're moving item number 4, which is the Chief of Police report, up before the public comments. Is that right?
Yes.
And then we're also looking at bringing the closed door sessions up to
After the Chief report.
all right, and it has been. Is there any discussion on the motion?
Discussion, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Just for clarification, so the motion is to move just the closed session, so items A, F, and G to after the police report, but all the rest of new business as well as unfinished business will remain at the end of the meeting as is outlined?
That is correct. And
Thank you.
also, I'm sorry, did I cut you off?
No, I was just saying thank you for the clarification.
All right.
Yeah, thank you for that, too.
And also, in the motion, yeah, looks like we were also going to move up the Chief of Police report. Did I get that correct?
Yeah, that's clear.
Okay. Is there any other discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please indicate by aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Madam Parliamentarian.
You first have to move to adopt the amendment, then you can move to adopt the agenda as amended.
Okay.
Those are two separate motions to.
Also through the chair. Can someone bring the chair an ink pen?
Thank you, Madam Vice Chair.
You're welcome.
So, I'm sorry, Madam Parliamentarian, we first moved to adopt the amendment.
You had the motion to adopt the agenda.
Okay.
Then you had the motion to amend the agenda.
Correct.
The motion to amend the agenda must be voted on first. Then you go back to the motion to adopt the agenda as amended.
Okay, so at this time, we are looking to adopt,
The motion to amend.
correct, a motion to adopt the amendment of the agenda. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please indicate by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, the motion does carry. And now we'll go back to the motion to adopt the agenda
As amended.
as amended.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Madam Parliamentarian. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion does carry. So at this time, we will look to go into the chief's report.
No, D.
No,
Was the report moved? I thought it was moved after the.
no, we did vote.
Okay, all right, my apologies.
No, no problem. So at this point, unless I'm wrong,
Minutes, approval of the minutes.
D.
there we go.
Right.
So now the chair will entertain a motion for the approval of the minutes for August the 13th, 2026.
So move.
Support.
Is there any discussion on the motion? All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion does carry. We will have introduction of the BOPC staff, chief of police, elected officials or representatives, and community leaders by the board secretary.
Mr. Chair, through the chair, BOPC staff present, Janya Underwood, Teresa Blossom, Dior Mathis, Armani Arnold, Armesia Joshua, Mary Barbara, Felicia Tyson. BOPC Chief Investigator Jerome Warfield Sr., Dr. Francis Jackson, parliamentarian, Tiffany Stewart, supervising investigator with OCI, Katrina Patillo, DPD HR Director. First Assistant Chief Franklin Hayes is here for the Office of Chief of Police. Our interpreters today are Stephanie Beatty and Angelique Taylor. Court reporter, Hanson Court Reporting. Audio, Sergeant Enrique Jackson, and Media Services, Jason Gant. Marie Overall, Administrative Assistant to State Rep Tyrone Carter, and Vice President of 4th Precinct Community Relations Committee. Nicole Fisher is via Zoom, Secretary for 4th Precinct Community Relations Council. Frida Butler is here from 2nd Precinct as a community activist. J.G. Love is here as a representative of City Council Member Renata Miller's office. Mark Young, I believe, is here as President of Lieutenant and Sergeants Association, and I do not see Ron Thomas. And online, we have neither registered as usually there. And that ends those individuals registered at this time, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. If I may, we'd also like to acknowledge former Commissioner William Davis, who just stepped in.
That's why I started.
With that, we will have the Board of Police Commissioners Officers Report. And at this time, I will turn it over to, we will have the reading of 2 resolutions. The first will be read by Commissioner Evil DeWalsh honoring Corporal Eric Brown.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Resolution of the Board of Police Commissioners honoring Seniority Corporal Eric Brown. Whereas Seniority Corporal Eric Brown retired from the Detroit Police Department on August 13, 2026, after nearly 26 years of dedicated service to the citizens of the city of Detroit and the Detroit Police Department, and whereas Seniority Corporal Brown was appointed to the Detroit Police Department on November 30, 2000, and upon successful completion of training at the Detroit Metropolitan Police Academy, began his law enforcement career at the 12th Precinct. And whereas throughout his distinguished career, Seniority Corporal Brown served in a variety of assignments, including the 12th Precinct, Western District, the Chief's Neighborhood Liaison Traffic Safety Unit, where he worked diligently to promote public safety, and strengthen relationships between the department and the community. And whereas, through his professionalism, integrity, and commitment to service, Seniority Corporal Brown earned the respect and admiration of the department's administration, his fellow officers, and citizens he served consistently, demonstrating a personal dedication to ensuring that the city of Detroit remained a safe place to live and work and visit. And whereas on October 18, 2018, police officer Eric Brown was promoted to the rank of senior corporal and continued his service with the chief's neighborhood liaison traffic safety unit until his retirement. And whereas over the course of his distinguished career, Seniority Corporal Brown earned the respect of his colleagues and supervisors through his professionalism, leadership, and unwavering commitment to public safety, receiving numerous commendations and awards, including the DPT Medal and Citation for Valor, Life-Saving Citation and Medal, and several departmental and special events awards. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the Detroit Board of Police Commissioners hereby expresses its sincere appreciation and gratitude to Seniority Corporal Eric Brown for his exemplary service and extends best wishes for health, happiness, and success in his retirement. I so move for the adoption of this resolution.
Is there support?
Support.
Thank you. We do have a motion to adopt the resolution honoring Seniority Corporal Eric Brown. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion does carry. Next resolution will be honoring Seniority Corporal Queen Lyles, and that will be presented by Commissioner Williams.
Whereas Seniority Corporal Queen Lyles will retire from the Detroit Police Department on August 21st, 2026, after nearly 28 years of dedicated service to the citizens of Detroit and the department. And whereas Seniority Corporal Lyles was appointed to the Detroit Police Department on December 14th, 1998, and began her career at the 12th Precinct, which later became Western Operations. And whereas on July 28, 2003, she was assigned to the Civil Rights Division, where she played an important role in supporting department reforms, accountability efforts, and compliance with the federal consent decree, contributing to their successful conclusion in March 2016. And whereas on October 18th, 2018, she was promoted to the rank of Seniority Corporal in recognition of her exemplary service, and during her career received numerous awards and commendations, including the MLB All-Star Game Award, Rosa Parks Funeral Award, NFL Super Bowl XL Award, Conclusion of Consent Award, 2014 Ford Fireworks Award, 2024 NFL Draft Award, and Crime Reduction and Summer Surge Ribbon. Now, therefore, it be resolved that the Detroit Board of Police Commissioners hereby honors and recognizes Seniority Corporal Queen Lyles for her nearly 28 years of exemplary service, dedication, and loyalty to the Detroit Police Department and the citizens of the city of Detroit, and extends its sincere appreciation and best wishes for a happy and fulfilling retirement. I ask that this resolution be moved.
Is there support?
Support.
We have a motion to adopt the resolution honoring Seniority Corporal Queen Lyles. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The motion does carry. Let me ask if either Corporal Brown or Corporal Lyles is in attendance.
Mr. Chair, my understanding is both honorees are present. And at this time, if the board would join in front to present and
We'll get
to
a
take pictures.
Yeah. Is there anything that they'd like to say?
They're coming.
Okay. Ma'am? Anything that you would like to say?
At the microphone.
It's been a pleasure serving in the city of Detroit for my 27 years, 8 months, and 1 week. And I'm blessed and grateful that I've had a successful career with no major incidents. So I'm grateful and blessed. And thank you.
What's that? No, we're going to go up and do a group picture.
No, but not with the two of them. One at a
Right. We're going to come up and do a group picture with you one at a time. And you'll be. Thank you once again. Congratulations.
Without incident, it's a good thing. That's a good precedent.
They win. Thank you.
And every day.
We haven't done with these reports.
Okay. At this time, we will move on to a scholarship presentation by Commissioner Woods.
First of all, I want to recognize my colleagues for their heart and their compassion and their benevolence. We had started a scholarship fund year. I think this is our second year doing it, and even staff members and the commissioners contributed to these scholarships out their personal dollars. And so that means that we didn't receive a stipend for 6 months. I'm just joking. But they sacrificed their own resources, and we are granting 2 scholarships to young people who are in our Youth Advisory Council. One, our first place person is a phenomenal young man who has been dedicated to the Youth Advisory Council for a number of years, and is a wonderful scholar, and is on his way to go to higher heights and deeper depths in his educational journey, and we wanted to invest in that. And that one is to William Perkins. If you can come stand at the podium, come on, let's. This certificate of achievement is to William Perkins in recognition of your dedication, leadership, and meaningful contribution as a member of the Board of Police Commissioners Youth Advisory Panel 2024 cohort. As a proud graduate of the Detroit School of Arts High School class of 2026, you have demonstrated a commitment to the arts, community, and public service while serving as a positive voice for Detroit's youth. The Detroit Board of Police Commissioners is proud to support your continued educational journey as you begin your studies at the University of Michigan. May you continue to pursue your passion, inspire others, and use your talents and commitment to make a lasting difference in our community. Congratulations on this well-deserved achievement and best wishes for your continued success and all that lies ahead. Presented this 20th day of August 2026, the Detroit Board of Police Commissioners like to present this to you, a $2,000 scholarship to help you in your endeavors there. Yep. Yep. We don't need to move for approval. We just blessing them.
Come forward so we can make a picture.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, first I wanted to say thank you to the scholarship committee, to the board, and to the youth advisory panel for this great opportunity. Thank you for the support that you've given me through the 3 years that I've been a part of this amazing panel. Thank you to Ms. Teresa Blossom, who helped me through so many things and given me so many opportunities to lead from a youth perspective and allow my voice to be heard on different levels. Thank you so much. This scholarship will not only help me further my education at the prestigious University of Michigan, it will further my leadership skills in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Commissioners, could the mother please also join for a photo op?
Congratulations. Do well.
Yep. Mr. Chair, I want to give opportunity if any of the commissioners want to make any comments or any staff members, you want to open it up.
Are there any commissioners that want to make a comment?
Just quickly, I just want to say congratulations to you. Continue to reach for the stars and continue to take others with you. Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I can provide comments as well. Just congratulations to the honorees today, and congratulations to our entire youth advisory panel.
Sure.
We really appreciate the engagement in the youth and learning about civic involvement, particularly around oversight of the police department, and we look forward to your future.
Thank you. I only have one comment. What happened to Wayne State?
Maybe coming up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in her absence, we have another scholarship that is for $1,000, and she is going to the University of Michigan in Flint. And she's at school right now. And so we want to present this certificate of achievement to Nada Agag. So let's give her a hand in her present, in her absence, and it'll be $1,000 scholarship for her as well. And again, I want to thank my colleagues and even some of the staff members for their benevolence, for going into their personal resources, and we look to continue to grow this effort on next year. Maybe we do $5,000 or $10,000. Just claim the victory, But give my colleagues a hand, because when we brought this to them, they all sacrificed, and I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for that.
Thank you, Commissioner. At this point, I'd like to acknowledge that we have been joined by Corporate Counsel Conrad Mallet. Thank you. Now we're moving on. I know we will go to the items that we amended to the today's agenda. So at this point, we will be moving to the Chief of Police report. First Assistant Chief Hayes.
Good evening, honorable body.
Good evening.
Those that are joining us in person as well as remotely. I'm First Assistant Police Chief Franklin Hayes, and I will be providing the chief report today in the stead of Chief Todd Bettison. Before I get into the numbers to talk through the continued downward trend of violence that we are experiencing in our city, the reduction of crimes, we are doing this with one member who is still in recovery, and that is Police Officer Gareth Bayon, who on June 7th, while responding to a Priority 1 shooting run, he was struck by another motor vehicle while they were traveling to that run. Officer Bayon, after taken to the hospital, emergency conveyed, he was suffering from head injuries, a broken pelvis, and a broken femur. He underwent surgery and a procedure, but he is still recuperating in his family's care, as he's still not ambulatory yet. He most recently had a medical appointment or a checkup on August 13th, and his status is still disabled. So I ask that those that are of faith perhaps pray for his recovery, or if not, those that are not religious, simply wish him well, as he still has a long road to recovery while carrying out the work and making our city safe. Getting into statistics, we continue, as I indicated, the downward trend of crime in our city. Our homicides are down 21%, 114 this time last year. Year to date, we are at 90. Non-fatal shootings, down 10%. This time last year, 303. Year to date, 272. Our robberies, this time last year, 617. Year to date, 564. Our carjackings, down 19%. Last year, this time, 54. Year to date, 44. As well as being down 656 less vehicle thefts this time last year, for 15.4% reduction. Additional calls that we have addressed and matters that we cannot shy away from, and it takes an effort, a collective effort to address, and that's those that need mental health services. As related to our mental health calls for our mental nonviolent, this time last year we serviced 2,223. This time last year we serviced 2,328. Year to date we are at 2,223. For our mental violent armed, this time last year we serviced 912. Year to date, we have serviced 834 calls. Our mental violent not armed, this time last year, we serviced 3,741. Year to date, we've serviced 3,879. Our suicide in progress, this time last year, we serviced 941. Year to date, we are up 200 of those calls, and we've serviced 1,141. The threat of suicide. This time last year, we serviced 792. Year-to-date, we have serviced 1,767. So year-to-date, we have, in a combined total, we have serviced 9,844 calls for service with a mental health related nexus. In talking in as updates and some significant incidents that have happened in our city, on August 11th, and this incident made the news, officers were dispatched to a resident in the 18,000 block of Breton Drive for a shooting where we were provided with the circumstances that a juvenile allegedly shot his father, then fled to Ohio in the family vehicle. This juvenile was 13 years old. In partnership with the Ohio authorities in Troy, Ohio, that juvenile was located, and as of yesterday, an extradition warrant was granted for the juvenile's return to Michigan to face the prosecutor's charges, again, for that non-fatal shooting. Sorry. On August 6th, we had an incident where there was a critical injury, hit and run, where a driver struck a pedestrian on a motorized scooter in Lyndhurst and Westphalia. DPD seek tips from the community to locate the suspect, and we received several tips, which ultimately led to the suspect turning himself in on August 12th. The suspect was charged with 1 count of failing to stop at the scene of an accident resulting in serious injury and 1 count of operating while license suspended causing injury. Following an investigation by the Detroit Police Department, the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office charged Richard Hawkins in connection with that critical hit-and-run accident of that pedestrian. Addressing the need to slow individuals down or to, it's not negotiable that you will operate a vehicle safely and lawfully in the city. Just want to share a snapshot of the traffic enforcement unit's efforts to address this. Work was done in operations in the 2nd, 8th, and 11th precinct where 217 traffic stops were made and 489 moving violations during the week of August 9th through 15th, just to, again, address this reckless driving or irresponsible driving as it relates to our surface streets here in the city. Just to talk about our community efforts, yesterday was Walk a Mile Wednesday in the 9th precinct. And Chief Bedison would like to extend a heartfelt gratitude to not only the community members of the 9th precinct, but they were also community members from across the city that came out to join, and they've been to several saying this is the safest place to exercise and walk around the city during this event. In addition, thanks to Commissioner Scott Bowman, Commissioner Darius Morris, and former Chair Commissioner Darrell Woods for attending. Special Agent in charge of the DEA, Joseph Dixon, City Council Member of District 4, Letitia Johnson, Southfield Mayor Kenson Seaver, Harper Woods Mayor Valerie Kendall were also present for the event as well. It is an open invitation for these events, and the next one will be held September 9th in the 3rd precinct, and we will put the particulars on our social media page, and we hope all that are able to attend will, as this community, we are taking to our streets to meet our community, to serve our community, and make it a safer city. And then lastly, on August 29th, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., the Detroit Police Department will be hosting a gun safety event, which will be held in Rouge Park. Community members can expect free gun locks, safety tips, as well as some resources, some entertainment, food, bounce houses, haircuts, and a few others. So all ages are welcome, and again, all that are able to attend, we hope to see you at Rouge Park on August 29th. Chair, please excuse my brevity, but that concludes the Chief of Police report for today.
Thank you very much, First Assistant Chief Hayes. Do we have any questions? I will acknowledge Commissioner Watts.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you so much for your report. Quick, 2 questions is related to the numbers you just gave related to mental health, which we know that's a challenge not only in our city, the state, and this country, and also suicide, especially with September approaching us and that Suicide Awareness Month that's coming up. My question to you is I know you have a lot of partnerships with DWIN and a lot of other organizations. Are there any other initiatives that DPD is working on or things or ideas you can articulate to us to help with the numbers, giving the limited tools that you have, if you can tell us?
Through the chair.
Yes, sir.
We have several that are coming. I can get you a comprehensive list.
Thank you.
Tomorrow, at the conclusion of this meeting, to talk about those initiatives, and we would certainly love this honorable body to use their platform to encourage others to come, and as we make those resources and partnerships available to them.
Thank you, because that was going to be my next comment, that whatever you have, I would be glad to use my platform, and I'm sure others will too, to spread the word. If there's any activities, any events, anything that could be supportive, please let me know, and I'll be glad to help use my platform to get the word out. This is a serious issue with mental health and suicide, especially amongst our youth. So I think this should be all hands on deck, to help our community help themselves, especially when lack of funding is out there, to even get more funding. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Watts. Commissioner Woods?
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. I was going to speak about the plethora of resources that were out there, including DWIN and Teen Wellness and a number of community-based organizations out there providing a lot of things for our community. And so I encourage people in the community, when they see the posting or whatever or hear about it, to come out, because there is a lot of resources that is out there that is beneficial to the residents of the city of Detroit. And I definitely just want to applaud the chief on yesterday. A number of the mothers who have been impacted by homicide, or not just mothers, but some of the families that were impacted by homicide. They were out there, and he was able to present them with some flowers and try to encourage them and connect them to other services, and just let them know that they're not forgotten. And Chevy, who works for the department, has been doing a phenomenal job in putting these things together and help facilitate that, along with all of the staff at DPD. It's been a very, very powerful thing. So I encourage citizens, when you see it, there are resources out there available when they do the Walk a Mile Wednesday. It's not just a walk, but it's like a whole experience out there. And definitely want to see if the assistant chief is going to take advantage of the barbershop tomorrow, too.
I'll be there, sir.
Assistant Chief, I can't believe he called you out like that.
What did I tell you?
Any other comments to the Commissioner Camille?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
And First Assistant Chief, thank you for your report today. 2 questions just to follow up on some previous items, and I don't expect you to have this first one top of mind. However, can the board receive a status on the research that's being done to understand how that grant application for the drones got ahead of the approval of the specification report? I know that was being looked into a few weeks ago, and if we could just get an update on that at some point, that would be helpful.
Through the chair, I will ensure that that's provided.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
And then, Mr. Chair, my last question. Last week, I was asking for a breakdown of the most recent audit of the license plate reader, also known as flock, usage in the department. Does the department have a timeline on when we should receive that?
Thank you. Through the chair, I will make sure that that timeline is held to task, and I will give you a drop date of when that will be. I will provide that with the additional information that you asked. You will have that by tomorrow.
Thank you so much, First Assistant Chief. I'm all set, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Camille. Any other questions for the First Assistant Chief? Hearing none, let us go on to the recommendations from the Chief's office for the appointments.
Wow. Thank you. Honorable body, I'd like to share with you Chief Bedison's recommendation for appointment to the rank of commander. Captain Sean Dunning is an 18-year veteran with the Detroit Police Department. As a police officer, he was assigned to various precincts and specialized units within the department. In November of 2013, Police Officer Dunning was promoted to the rank of detective and assigned to the Investigative Operations 8th Precinct Detective Unit. In December of 2016, he was promoted to the rank of sergeant and assigned to the 8th Precinct Special Operations. In September of 2023, Sergeant Dunning was promoted to the rank of lieutenant and was assigned to gang intelligence. From the great work that he had done in gang intelligence, in August of 2024, we came before this honorable body with the recommendation that then Lieutenant Dunning be appointed to the rank of captain, where he then was granted that appointment and assigned to the 3rd Precinct and Tactical Operations. Just to give an overview of what those commands are, the 3rd Precinct, it encompasses 4 learning institutions: Wayne State University, University of Detroit, Michigan State is there, as well as Wayne County Community College. We know our Arts District is in that area, as well as 3 stadiums. And Tactical Operations, which all the large, significant hallmark events that happen in the city are in that footprint, and TAC Ops is in charge of planning that. Whether it be, and the most recent large scale that the entire world's eyes were upon us was the 2024 NFL Draft. Our Thanksgiving Day Parade, the Free Press Marathon, and so many other significant events. The planning arm of that, which includes, again, officers on post, but also resource coordination, ingress, egress, just the overall event, getting floats in and out without minimal disturbance or intrusion to the residents. As we know, the landscape of the 3rd Precinct is changing. That is the responsibility of Tactical Operations, in which Captain Dunning had oversight. Captain Dunning earned a Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice degree and a Master of Science degree in Criminal Justice as well. Additionally, he has a Master of Science in Organizational Leadership degree from the Wayne State University Mike Ilitch School of Business. This extensive educational background has equipped Captain Dunning with a deep understanding of both the theoretical and practical aspects of the criminal justice system. Throughout his career, Captain Dunning has continually displayed his professionalism, commitment, and dedication through the Detroit Police Department to the citizens of the city of Detroit. With great honor, honorable board, I present to you Chief Bedison's recommendation for appointment to Commander, Captain Sean Dunning.
Thank you, First Assistant Chief Hayes.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to accept the chief's recommendation for the appointment of rank of commander to Captain Sean Dunning.
Support.
I'll second.
It has been moved and supported that we accept the recommendation of the chief to appoint Captain Sean Dunning to the rank of commander. Is there any discussion on the motion?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yes.
Madam Watts?
Thank you. Of course, this is in District 5, but I just like to say, you know, with the 8 months being on the police commission, I've met a lot of the DPD officers, but I definitely can say Captain Dunning has stood out. He always made sure that I was aware of activities and events that's happening in and around District 5. Even the events that I attended, more importantly, as we go around, especially our senior buildings and our activities, his name, among others, always rose to the top. That lets me know that he's been engaged and they knew him. So I just want to say thank you, you know, for your service, because I always watch when I'm going around District 5. Obviously, there's times you see me, but there's a lot of times you did not see me, and I saw you were in action. You know, you were doing the same work that you've always done, whether you had your superiors on property with you or if you saw police commissioners around, you were just being you, helping the citizens of Detroit. So I commend you for that, and congratulations. I definitely support this promotion.
Commissioner Woods?
Yes, I echo the sentiments of my colleague, and also would add that since he's been a captain. When he went to the 8th precinct, I blew his phone up then. And when he went to the 3rd precinct, I blew his phone up again to be able, on behalf of the citizens of the city of Detroit. And he's been able to do some very good things for citizens to get things resolved. Actually, him and Commander Fuzenji has been shining stars in that 3rd precinct and have been able to address a number of concerns for citizens. And I just want to highlight one big thing they did, and if somebody might look at it as a small thing, a resident's dog was stolen in that area. I called Commander Vizenji, and they were able to find the dog from Facebook. The level of policing that they did to be able to get that person pat back to them, which meant the world to them. They was out of the country and called me and was overjoyed, but that's just a small thing that they have done to be able to address the concerns of the citizens. So I say congratulations to you and thank you for being a servant leader.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please indicate by aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion does carry. Thank you, Commander. Commander, is there anything that you would like to say?
Absolutely. Through the chair, I want to say first thank you to the Board of Police Commissioners for bestowing this honor upon me. Thank you to Chief Battison for putting me in a position to be able to be a commander, trusting me to lead wherever I will be placed at. Also, thank you to First AC Hayes, Assistant Chief Sloan, and Assistant Chief Ewing as well, along with the deputy chiefs and the entire command staff. But I do want to also say thank you to Commander Fugenzi for being an example of what a great commander is, especially his hard work, the work that he pulls in, and also his commitment to the community. It definitely sets the footprint of what a commander is. And I do understand that the commander rank itself is not about rank, it's the responsibility that it comes with that rank. I just want to make sure that I continue building those bridges with our community, making sure that we have genuine conversations and trust in our community, trust in us when they're needed in our time of need. I just want to end with thank you again, and I'm looking forward to serving the citizens of the city of Detroit. Thank you.
Thank you, Commander, and please don't change your telephone number. Woods needs it.
I'll find it.
Assistant Chief?
Thank you, Chair.
I mean, First Assistant Chief, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. The next recommendation that I will be presenting before you is an appointment to the rank of captain. Lieutenant James Dominy is a 27-year veteran of the Detroit Police Department. As a police officer, he was assigned to the Tactical Services Section. In June of 2006, Police Officer Dominy was promoted to the rank of sergeant and was assigned to the Eastern District Patrol in the Office of Civil Rights Audits and Inspections. In November of 2013, Sergeant Dominy was promoted to the rank of lieutenant and was assigned to the Office of Civil Rights, Disciplinary Administration, Investigative Operations, Police Medical Section, Communications Operations, the Crisis Negotiation Team, and the Mental Health Co-Response Team. Board, I shared with you some statistics in the Chief's report. 9,844 calls for service with the Mental Health Nexus. Since its genesis, Lieutenant James Dominy has been responsible for those calls with the creation of the Mental Health Co-Response Unit. In addition to getting the members that are trained to handle these calls, he also brought different initiatives that gave us less lethal tools as a department. That not only were they born out of the Mental Health Co-Response, but they are utilized department-wide, from our pepper balls to our bowler wrap, to the unique and distinctive uniforms that our Mental Health Co-Response team wears, and the green lights that are on their patrol cars as opposed to the traditional red and blue, as they were understood to be triggers for those that may be in crisis. And we wanted no obstacles, no barriers to get and reaching out to that audience that needed the help of the mental health services that Lieutenant Domney oversaw. You also saw mention of his time, a significant amount of time, both as sergeant and lieutenant in our Civil Rights Division. And through that entity, through his contribution there, helped guide this agency from under federal oversight and freeing from the consent decree and judgment. Lieutenant Domney has earned a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology degree, a Master of Science in Organizational Leadership from the Wayne State University Mike Ilitch School of Business. He has also completed the Detroit Police Department Leadership Academy at Wayne State University. Lieutenant Domney has completed extensive specialized training and has continually displayed professionalism, commitment, and dedication to the Detroit Police Department and the city of Detroit. Honorable body, with great honor, I would like to present for your consideration Lieutenant James Domney for elevation or appointment to the rank of captain.
Move approval.
Second.
It has been moved and supported that we accept the recommendation of the chief to appoint to the rank of captain Lieutenant James Domney. Is there any discussion on the motion? Vice Chair. Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please indicate by.
I got something to say.
You got a discussion? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yep. I don't want the community to overlook the level of work on mental health and what the Detroit Police Department is doing in that area. This is heavy work. To make it even more clear to you, just read that the Oakland County Sheriff's Department, they struggling with funding to be able to fund their unit. And they trying to scramble. And watching the lieutenant for a number of years and watching this unit being created, using less legal force and bringing social workers into the gamut has been a powerful tool to be able to lessen police and citizen interaction. And so I want to thank this lieutenant, because I've watched him and seen him for a number of years do some phenomenal work to be able to help people that's suffering. And so hats off to you, Lieutenant, and hats off to the Detroit Police Department for this specific unit right here.
Thank you, sir.
Commissioner Watts.
Yes, just quickly, congratulations to you and thank you for your service to the citizens of Detroit. I too have been watching since I've been on the board and before, but the main thing that stuck out to me is the civil rights portion. You've always handled it with professionalism, the leadership that you brought to that agency, especially related to civil rights, which is very important to not only the citizens of Detroit, but across this country. I've seen you act no matter what the circumstances were. It's very vital, even when we're interacting with the citizens and the community, that you make sure that the civil rights are not violated. So I thank you for that leadership and your training in that unit. Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Is there any other discussion? Yes.
I
Sure.
just want to make a comment that was not brought up regarding his background. He has 10 years working, that's correct, 10 years at Henry Ford?
Prior to the police department.
Okay, yeah, years ago, in 89 to 99, in mental health and neuropsychology psychometrist.
Yes, ma'am.
You got it.
So he really has the background that we need for this position. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson DeWalsh. I still say chairperson, but Commissioner DeWalsh.
Commissioner.
Sir, I'd just like to say it's good to see somebody with Wayne State in their background. Is there any other discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion does carry. Lieutenant, we'd like to say congratulations to you now as captain. Do you have any comments or words that you'd like to give?
I do, thank you. I'd like to thank Chief Bedison and the executive team for the confidence in recommending me for this appointment. I'm equally grateful to the Board of Police Commissioners for approving that recommendation today. I'm deeply honored by this opportunity. I want to assure you and everyone in the room that I will endeavor every day to uphold the trust you've placed in me and to serve the organization of the Detroit Police Department and the citizens of Detroit to the best of my ability. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain. And first, Assistant Chief Hayes.
Thank you again, Chair. I would like to present to you a candidate for appointment to the rank of captain at the recommendation of Chief Todd Bettison. Nathan Miller is a 12-year veteran of the Detroit Police Department. As a police officer, he was assigned to the 6th Precinct and Gang Intelligence Surveillance Team. In June of 2020, Police Officer Miller was promoted to the rank of sergeant. He was assigned to the 7th Precinct Patrol and also Detective Unit and Gang Intelligence Surveillance Transit Team. In September 2023, Sergeant Miller was promoted to the rank of lieutenant and was assigned to the 4th Precinct Investigations Unit, and from there, the Commercial Auto Theft Section. Honorable body, in the statistical report, I shared with you some statistics related to carjacking and auto theft. For the last 2 years, they have been, the sole task of Lieutenant Miller has been to drive these numbers down. As we remember in 2014, with the inception of Project Greenlight, we were under 1,000, but very close to it. Carjackings that happened in the city, close to 900, I believe. We continue to drive that number down to the point that there is over a 90% reduction in carjackings here in the city of Detroit. In this last year alone, which, by the way, last year was significantly less, greater than 50% less than the previous year. Year to date, we are again trending down. And as it relates to carjackings, we are 20% down already. Last year, year to date, again, I shared with you, we were at 54. This year, we are at 44. And when we talk about vehicle theft, no one, as a victim of car theft myself, no one wants to walk out and see their vehicle on bricks or their vehicles gone. Getting to work, getting to school, getting to the doctor, that is a humiliation, a violation that no one wants to experience. Through the leadership and with Lieutenant Miller at Commercial Auto Theft and collaborating with other entities, not only in the city, but understanding that crime has no boundaries, in the regional area working with to drive vehicle theft down and prosecuting those that are committing this crime, year to date, there are 656 less victims in the city of Detroit over this time last year that have been victims of auto theft, thanks to the leadership of Lieutenant Miller. Lieutenant Miller has earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Criminal Justice and a Master of Science degree in Law Enforcement Intelligence and Analysis from Michigan State University. Go Green. Additionally, he completed the Detroit Police Department Leadership Academy at Wayne State University.
Go Wayne.
Hey, go Wayne.
Lieutenant Miller has completed extensive specialized training and has continually displayed his professionalism, commitment, and dedication to the Detroit Police Department and the city of Detroit. Honorable Board, with great honor, I present to you for your consideration of appointment to the rank of captain, Lieutenant Nathan Miller.
For approval.
Support.
Thank you, First Assistant Chief Hayes. It has been moved and supported that we accept the recommendation of the Chief of Police to appoint to the rank of captain Lieutenant Nathan Miller. Is there any discussion on the motion?
Again, something vitally important. Well, first, I want to appreciate you for your leadership. He was at Walk a Mile yesterday, just hearing his story and how many things that he has done within the city. And me, recently, someone broke into my car. You know, I was one of them embarrassed guys. And in an armed complex, you know, that, you know, someone went in my car, and then one of our staff members' car was stolen, and they was able to help in that situation as well. And so many things that this young man has been involved in this city, and to be able to drive those numbers down. Thank you very much. And I had a great conversation with you. You're a solid human being, and I appreciate your leadership and all that you're doing. And keep on shining.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you. Commissioner Bowman.
Yeah, I'd like to say I'm glad to hear auto theft are down, and thank you for making that happen, because I can tell you back in the 90s, I was a victim of auto theft 3 times. It was just ridiculous. I'm like, you can't have a car in Detroit without it being stolen or something. But yeah, hopefully that it'll be a thing of the past, never to return. Thank you.
All right. We do have a motion on the floor. All in favor of the motion, please indicate by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion does carry. Congratulations, Captain Miller. Do you have any comments that you would like to make?
Yes, I do. Through the chair, thank you to the Honorable Board for the vote of confidence and the appointment to the rank of captain. Also to Chief Bettison, First Assistant Chief Franklin Hayes, Assistant Chief Sloan, also Assistant Chief Ewing, who's not here tonight. Oh, he's here. Assistant Chief Ewing. Thank you as well. I'd be remiss to not mention my wife, who is in attendance tonight. So she has been there every step of the way, through all the late nights, all the phone calls, all the recalls for carjackings and armed barricades. So her support is what helps me get through. So again, thank you to the board, and I look forward to continuing to serve the citizens of Detroit.
Thank you. And to the wife, can you please stand so we can acknowledge you?
Through the chair.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Camille.
Thank you. I'd like to just congratulate those who've been promoted today, but I'd like to commend the Chief's Department as well, the Chief's Office as well, because I'm looking at the promotional packets, and you all received the feedback that was given on how some of the information is laid out, and I appreciate the improvements. It's much easier to tell exactly what, certain investigations, how they turned out, and so this was helpful. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it. Thank you,
Yes,
Commissioner
thank you, Mr.
Camille.
Chair.
May we have a photo op, please, Chair?
Yes, sir. Photo op?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Board.
Yeah, yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
No, we just want to be coordinated without her.
First Assistant Chief, you all done there?
For now, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Let me just say one thing to take back, and this is in Commander Lever's precinct. I had a neighbor complaining about loud music, and it happened on several occasions. But he did take the opportunity to go up to the 8th precinct yesterday and make a complaint. And he did tell me that before he got back home, it was a scout car already at the address to talk to the citizens that live there, and he really appreciates that. So kudos to Commander Levers and his team there. They did an excellent job, and the resident did make that known. Thank you, sir. All right, moving on. Earlier, we did amend the agenda, and we're going to be looking now, and Madam Parliamentarian, you can correct me as we're looking to do closed sessions at this point.
That is correct. You need a motion.
So moved that we go into closed session.
Thank you. We do have a motion on the floor that that we're going to be going into closed session. Is there any discussion on the motion?
That motion seconded?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please indicate by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion does carry. We'll take a recess of 3 minutes.
Okay.
We will be moving to go back into open session. Madam Secretary, can you please call the roll?
Commissioner Jones,
Present?
Commissioner Watts,
Here.
Commissioner Bowman,
Present.
Commissioner Camille,
Present.
Commissioner Carter excused, Commissioner DeWalsh,
Present?
Commissioner Ivy excused, Commissioner Morris excused, Commissioner Williams,
Present.
Commissioner Woods,
Present.
7 present, sir.
Thank you. And now can you also do the introduction of the staff?
Corporation Counsel Conrad Mallett.
Dr. Francis Jackson, Board Parliamentarian.
Madam Secretary?
Lydia Garnier, Secretary to the Board. We're back in open session,
Yep.
correct? Okay.
Okay, thank you. Chief?
First Assistant Police Chief Franklin Hayes, on behalf of Chief Todd Bettison.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. We're learning. All right. So now that we're back in session,
Mr. Chair, I would like to make a motion to accept the applicant appeal, the first applicant in appeal. His name is
Anthony Lindsay.
Anthony Lindsay.
That's right.
Yes, and with the caveat that he will have the ability to reapply January 2027.
I second.
okay, the motion has been made regarding the applicant Lindsay, that he be able to apply January of 2027.
That the appeal be granted.
That the appeal be granted. Thank you very much, Madam Parliamentarian. Is there any discussion on the motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
the parliamentarian would like to advise the board that because these two parts are interdependent, they cannot be divided. However, there can be an amendment to the date of reapplication if a commissioner wants to do that. So a commissioner could move to strike out January 2027 and insert January 2028 or some other date. But you can't divide them because they're dependent on each other. There's no point in having a date if the appeal's not granted, and if the appeal is granted, then the date is dependent on that. So while you can't divide it, you can amend that date.
Request for information?
Oh, hold on. So, Madam Parliamentarian, I think when Commissioner Woods made the motion, he had stated January of 2027?
Yes.
Okay. And back to your comments?
The parliamentarian, Mr. Chairman, just wanted to make sure the board understood that there are two parts to that motion. One is that that the appeal be granted, and the second is that the person be allowed to reapply to the academy January 2027. And what the parliamentarian, Mr. Chairman, wanted the commissioners to know is that there can be an amendment to the date of January 2027. Even though it's one motion, that doesn't mean that you cannot amend that date.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a request for information, just clarification.
Go ahead.
Is it standard to understand that January of 2027 means as of the 1st of January 2027?
Yes.
Thank you.
Through the chair.
Yes.
I also just wanted to clarify, just because of the way the motion was stated, is that the intent is January 2027 or any time thereafter.
Right. Yep.
Thank you. Any other discussion on the motion? Hearing none. All in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion does carry. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chair, I would like to make a motion to deny the applicant Aman Akrim Kayaf application for appeal.
I second that.
Thank you. Is there any discussion on the motion? Yes, ma'am.
I just want to make sure that the motion is to deny the appeal.
Yeah, that's what I said, deny the appeal.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Parliamentarian. We have the motion before us. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion does carry. Thank you. At this point, we will move on to public comment.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Our first three speakers will be Ms. Radia Butler, Ms. Denise Lyles, Mr. Dana Lund.
Good afternoon, and you have 2 minutes.
Good afternoon. Wake up, sleeping giants. Are we at a time when our black men have forgotten who they are? We need our men to maintain peace and bring joy to our lives. The man in the White House has created confusion, but the confusion must not be a part of us. We need our men to be of clear minds and be leaders at a time like this. I'm asking you to think before acting and take time loving yourselves and others. As a community activist, I am concerned about our election in November. Mr. Trump is promising chaos, but we must remain calm and not buy into his plans. We must be prepared to perform our civic duties, and vote. From this day forward, you will hear me encouraging us to stay informed and be prepared to vote. I need your help. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Next speaker, please. For the record, please state your name.
My name is Denise Lyles. I'm a District 5 community advocate and block club leader of Dexter Linwood. I come before this board because I want to publicly thank Commissioner Watts. She came out to our community. She came out to the block club. She took time to spend time with the people. That is so appreciated. And we just wanted you to know that we appreciate you, we thank you, and we hope others go to their communities. I also want to shout out District 10 and one of the traffic enforcement officers. His name is Jerome Pitts. Very nice young man. And just thank you for all you do. Thank you, police department, and have a great afternoon.
Thank you, ma'am. Next speaker, please.
Mr. Lund, my question is, do we vote you guys in for your position as a citizen? Do we vote you guys in, or how do you get your position? Because I can't understand how you get your position and only we get is 2 minutes to speak, and you talk to us like we're not citizens of Detroit. My second question is, how is it that the officers get hired in and they do not go through a mental thing, these young officers that you have, and they treat the people, the citizens of Detroit, like they're dogs, like they are not human? How can they arrest someone and they're drunks themselves, these young officers on the street? They act like they don't know a taser from a gun, and they beat the people out there on the street. I don't understand that. And then when you try to ask the question, you diss the citizens like they're not human. And when you ask that question, you people, I don't mean it like you're someone else, you can't answer that question. And when I come up here or come to a station, y'all treat people like you're not the police. You're supposed to serve and protect. You push us away. Why is that? And Mr. Mallett, Conrad Mallett, sir?
Sir, through the chair.
Huh?
Comments come through the chair.
Oh, okay. Well, when I try to talk to you guys, you push me away. I can't never get an answer. I can come here and get your name and everything, but you don't want to give me any information. You give out a number, but you don't never give an answer. Why is that? And this is as far as I get right here. I never get a phone call back.
Thank you, Chair.
I get all the paperwork, but you never give me an answer.
Thank you, sir. Your time is up.
But quick, can I get an answer?
At this point, your time is up, sir.
Our next three speakers will be Cunningham,
We can go.
Rochella Stewart, Minister Eric Blunt. He's going, okay. Ms. Stewart.
That's it.
She's, Minister Eric Blunt.
Warfield.
Ms. Williams.
Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, I'm sorry.
Good afternoon and almost evening. I'm Minister Eric Blunt from Sacred Heart Catholic Church right here in Detroit. These meetings go on so much longer than they need to, and I could all but scream. If not being a minister, I'd cuss. When I hear the fact that you guys meet too much, but so many of these meetings are taken up with resolutions and honoring this and honoring that, and you guys just wear out the clock. And then you complain. You knew about how many times this board met per city charter, and then you still took the job. It's like being a police officer and deciding, I don't want a gun. No, it comes with the job, man. But how are these resolutions submitted? How do you know who to present and who well, we know how you vote, but who decides who gets a resolution? Because some of these officers clearly don't need one, don't show up for it, and yet if you look at their record, you can understand why they really shouldn't be honored that much. I don't scare easy, but there was an officer from the 12th precinct that stopped me while I was parked at a red light. Why? He made the trick of asking me, oh, what are you doing? I said, sir, I'm recording your traffic stop for your safety and the citizen's safety. Oh, so he sent me away with a warning saying, oh, you're too close to the white line here at the traffic light. But lo and behold, a tow truck appeared right behind his scout car. So I knew what was coming next if I didn't answer things correctly.
Thank you, Minister Blunt. Your time is up.
Wait, hold. The clock still isn't over with yet, man. What clock are you looking at?
I'm looking at the...
Give him 2 more seconds.
No.
So I am so sorry. I did not see the clock behind me. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, give me 30. Come on, man.
Is there...
You done messed up my flow.
I am sorry for messing up your flow, sir.
So the officer let me go with a warning about being too close to the white line, and you know, a tow truck appears behind his scout car. So I knew what had the possibility of happening. And yes, I filed a complaint with OCI. They misclassified my complaint as being procedural demeanor, but it was clearly harassment. But they don't give the citizens a chance to agree to the classification of their complaint. So it's all just a scam that we are just sick and tired of. And what else?
Okay, sir.
Well, I got 30 more. Look at that, 20 seconds, man. Come on, I'm not playing with you. As far as naming people who are charged, I think that is demonic in itself. Remember, Kim Worthy came up here and said that 98% of the people convicted yet found innocent were black men. I got 5 more seconds.
Where?
Right here.
Thank you, Minister Blunt. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, through the chair. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, through the chair. I can answer a few questions. Let's go back 13 years ago. I've been complaining about non-American citizens and ex-offenders on the Detroit Police Department. And I'm gonna speak about illegal voting also. It is our constitutional right. My people could not vote until 1965. So with that being said, I take voting very seriously, and I see what's going on every day. So you come home from prison, whatever reason you was locked up, and you decide that you want to go back to these unthinkable conditions, because everybody are human beings. But for you to be locked up and make a choice to be an officer with a fake name. So they're getting over on the system. You gonna get your bridge card in your real name, your fake name for your housing voucher, and the same name you using your fake name for you on the force. And then some people getting SSI and SSA in their real name and on the force. So this is a whole lot of fraud. And we have these officers on the force. And how can you respect any of this when it's all illegal? So with that being said, you all every day, I went to the 3rd yesterday, they coming in and out, getting their weapons transported by the bag people. They get paid on the off week that the city get paid. It's unbelievable. Who's paying them to transport these weapons back and forth on the transit, the Q line? See people walking up and down Woodward. People in here getting paid, walking down Woodward. It's not acceptable. But like Ms. Kim Worthy told Chief White, if it happened under your watch, you will be held accountable. But we need to go back 13 years, because none of this could have happened if the top people wouldn't have never allowed it. Thank you, and have a great day.
Thank you, ma'am. Next speaker, please.
Former Commissioner William Davis, followed by Mr. Ronald Foster and Chevy.
Hello, good people.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Okay, good afternoon. I'd like to let people know that I'm the citizen co-chair of the Metro Detroit All-PAC. The law enforcement co-chair is the chief of police in Dearborn. We've been around for quite some time. In fact, some people have been to our meetings. We'll be starting back up in the second week of, September. It's a very useful, organized. We have community leaders throughout Metro Detroit. We have law enforcement people, not just police departments, but we have FBI, Treasury, ICE. We have a number of people we deal with. We also make recommendations on legislation that should be advanced. I think that it might be good for some of y'all to come to some of our meetings sometime. Ms. Blossom has been to a number of our meetings. I've been actively involved for over 10 years. And we have, good meetings. We have, in fact, we have meetings in different locations. One of my favorite places to have our meetings at Wayne State, which I graduated from. I even used to live on campus there 100 years ago. Also, when I was a police commissioner, I used to like the meetings at Wayne State. Of course, I'm an avid Wayne State supporter. But I think we need to do more to help the communities. We need to do more to encourage people to know about what information is currently available to help different agencies. And y'all just have a great day.
Thank you, sir. Next speaker, please.
Good evening. I'm Sergeant Justin Hearn with the Chief's Neighborhood Liaison. Chevy had to go to another meeting. Just going to step in really quick. We just want to invite everybody out to our Procedural Justice and Police Legitimacy Summit, focusing on restorative practices. There's flyers on the back table. This is a fun opportunity to come learn about the department, learn about some of our procedures, where we've gotten stuff wrong, how we're going to get it right. And we show body-worn camera footage. We also put citizens through scenarios so they can see what it's like to be a police officer and deal with some situations. We also have the fine Milo machine that is state-of-the-art that gives you real-time projections and puts you inside the situations. So we want to invite everybody out. My phone number and email is on the bottom of this flyer. If there's anybody here or listening that felt like you have been wronged by the police or anything like that, you definitely can reach out to me. I'd love to bring you as well as the officer that was involved in that case here so we can focus on restorative practices. It's going to be a great time. It's next Saturday from 10 to 4 at the Northwest Activity Center. You must register because we do provide breakfast and we do provide lunch. So we need everybody to register so we can know how many people we need to feed, but we'll love to have you out. And it's for anybody that feel like they've been wronged, or if you just want to come learn, we definitely want you to be there. This initiative is led by Assistant Chief Ewing, and he'll be glad to see you as well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next speaker, please. Good afternoon, sir.
Good evening. Through the Chair Commission, I just wanted to take a little time out today and come down and say that, hey, I was very proud to see.
Can you speak up just a little bit?
Very proud to see a lot of the community engagement. Something that I advocate for years. I'm very glad to see the results of it. Had an outstanding turnout at the Walk a Mile Wednesday yesterday, but it's an outstanding turnout every Wednesday. I've been doing it for a while now. And so I did want to take the time to say that I was very confident with the promotions today. I've seen these guys and interacted with them throughout the years. I think all three were positive promotions. I did want to just talk about the procedural justice. I attended that last time. It was pretty good. There is a need to just continue to engage this community. I'm not big on names, titles, and all those things don't mean much to me. What I'm big on is the impact and results of whatever it is that the people in position can bring. And just very happy to just, like I say, see the community engagement, be a part of it. I always appreciate Mr. Hayes here. I haven't seen him much since he's been promoted. He ain't been on TV much, but always just good guys. Sergeant Harper on the east side in the 9th precinct, always active, smiling, confident. Sergeant Tyler in the 12th precinct. Sergeant Cogborn is always kind and nice. You got NPO Matthews, and so this bridging gaps and interacting is working, right? You have to continue to put monies into these things and to believe in the community in which you're policing. You know, one of the things that I talk about when we talk about tragedies and everything that goes on, the biggest tragedy is for somebody to lose the ability to repent, for somebody to lose the opportunity to change. So when we have homicides and other things in life, that's what's been taken from our community, an opportunity to be a better person, a redemptive person, and a better person in our society. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next speaker, please.
Our next two speakers will be Ms. Michelle George and Emily and Ernestine Wallace.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair and this honorable board. I just want, first of all, to Assistant Chief Hayes, and congratulations to the officers. We do congratulate, because I do see what they do mostly every day, putting their lives on the line. So we do thank them for what they do. I wanted to make a comment about, we do need to talk about voting, because right now, under the Trump administration, they have cut off a lot of the grants that help prevent violence. And so what we're seeing now, we hope we get the Senate and the House. I'm going to say that because if not, there's a $20 million budget in Washington, D.C., where ICE will have those gloves that will tase. And so that would be a problem, and that's supposed to be implemented in March of 2027. So hopefully we can win the Senate and the House this year, because that will cause issues. I do want to say for the police department that be safe, because the COVID is coming. There is a large outbreak of COVID across this country. To the officers, so tell them to have their mask in the car. We're already starting to see increase in COVID activity in the summertime and coming in the hospitals. I also want to talk about Attorney Mallett. I know this may not be the format for that, but on the news on Click on 4 Detroit, because I've been trying to call your office, I called the mayor's office, I called the Department of BC. There is a issue with the Millie Brush Center, with the rats and the roach and the maggot that fell on the young lady's head, and the issue, that is a public health issue. And I know the gentleman mentioned that he was going to reach out to corporal counsel, but they need to shut down Village Green. They need to shut it down, because it's a second story that was on Click on 4 Detroit. And the lady said she had a violent neighbor trying to get into her apartment. So I did tell them, I said, well, if I see the corporal counsel, I'll bring that up. But the building needs to be shut down. I wanted to say that. So that's my comment. And Mr. Chair, please answer people when they come. You know, send someone up if there's an issue. I know you're looking at that time for me to sit down, but the next week will come. Because the use of chairs used to say, well, help this man, but that looking at the clock is not going to help. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Your time is up.
Next speaker, please.
You want to go first? Hello.
Good afternoon. We're going to get.
My name is Mrs. Wallace, and I have a question for you guys. I can't see you, but I want you guys to be able to hear what I'm saying. I'm going to take you guys back in 2013. My son was found in a house deceased, was dead in Warren. I was born and raised in Detroit. One of your officers was caught in my son's car, was arrested in my son's car, and nothing happened. They only charged this officer with proof of insurance. He was driving that car. He was driving that car with the ignition bust out. He was driving with no proof of insurance. The plates had expired, and I've been following this. I am legally blind, but me and my daughter have been doing this for the last 12 and a half years. I need justice. I need this case to be open. I need the City of Detroit Police Department, the commissioner. I need you guys to open this case and investigate, because it was not investigated. It was not investigated. Again, he lived in one. And I have found out so much information. Probably all your officers know who I am because Mrs. Waller's been calling, going, and I'm getting the runarounds for 12 years.
And the officer has no proof of how he lawfully obtained my brother's car, so we're just asking for help. We're not trying to give you guys a hard time, just asking for help.
We have all the proof. I know it's been a while, for almost 13 years, but it's like yesterday to Mrs. Wallace.
We have the ticket, and we do have a recording of the officer as well.
Admitting that he's a cop. I hired a private, I'm going fast because we don't got long. I hired a private investigator whose name is Scott Lewis from Fox 2. And he talked with the officer himself. And he said he would speak with you guys in regards to that. That this officer admit that he's an officer out of Detroit. Homicide at that. So I need some help. And I'm going to keep coming and speaking until I get some help. And I'm not trying to threaten you guys. I've been doing this for almost 13 years. I need justice. I need to know how did my son end up dead in his house, and I need to know how did this police officer get my son's car. You guys put a block on the ticket. But to the grace of God, it got to me. Somebody gave it to me, and I'm not going to expose that person's name, but it was given to me.
We have the unredacted ticket as well, paperwork, whatever you guys need to see.
We have it all.
Just let us know. Thank you.
And you can get in contact with me with thank you, and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you. First Assistant Chief, can we have somebody, and is someone here from the Office of the Chief Investigator? Can you follow up with them?
We will absolutely follow up with this.
Thank you.
And through the chair.
Yes, sir.
Can we have a immediate report out to the board as relates to with the investigation? You know, so we want to make sure that our staff track this and be able to get us some answers as to relates to these matters.
Thank you, Commissioner Woods. Next speaker, please.
Mr. Cunningham. And then we'll go into Zoom.
Thank you. Good afternoon, sir.
How are you? Brother Cunningham, 313-444-9114, 313-444-9114, 313-444-9114. That number was made so you can remember it. Doing some ride-alongs this next week with some school board candidates. We did reps, just the gambit. If you want to do a bus ride along and see what's going on and talk to the people, you can do it on your own, but we give out low-income housing lists, bus tickets, and just information that people can use. And I wanted to start off with this scripture. It's stated twice in the Bible. Touch not God's anointed, neither do his servants no harm. And most times when God uses something, it's not perfect. It's the most flawed. That's the ones that God likes, the most flawed, to get things done, not the perfect folks. But I do a lot of outreach right now in this weather with ice water and bus tickets at the bus stops. And I usually turn it in about 9 o'clock. I'm disabled, and but this night I stayed out later. And I was over at the Myers. I gave away some chicken and stuff like that over at the Myers on the west side on Grand River. And they wanted to go to Ardmore next to Cooley High over in that area. Mm-hmm. So I dropped the guy off, got my little $5. I gave him a good discount. And a police pull up on my side and flash light on me. Said, "There's a gun in the back of your car." I said, "No, sir, I've never owned a gun in my life. I never owned a gun in my life." And I look at him, you know, and then he waits a minute and then he pulls off. Before, when I came, my plate was coming up stolen. So I don't know what's going on, but I don't want to die like that. So pray for me. I pray for y'all. And it is dangerous out here, and Satan wants to take out those who do good work.
Thank you, sir.
Can someone address the fact that they keep pulling me over? I don't know what's going on.
Sir, we will circle back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
And through the chair, I did have a conversation with Mr. Cunningham on yesterday when he was at Walk a Mile, and I was asking him, did he had any type of badge number or any type of name or, even the vehicle, and he didn't have that at this particular time. And so I don't know, you can talk with the, the department as well as OCI to see if they can possibly track down it, but it's going to be very difficult, to be able to get that information and I was emphasizing this for all citizens, and that when you have these encounters, try to get a badge number, the number on the car, or if you take a picture of something, and so that we can be able to have something identifiable to track. Because at this point, it's like, we don't know.
I was a little taken back and scared to move quickly.
Right, I get that. And this ain't about this you. I'm just saying for the greater community, and then I understand.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next speaker, please.
We're going to go into Zoom. Our first speaker will be Dr. Denise Darnell, followed by legendary Detroiter.
Are you there?
Yes, good evening. Can I be heard?
Yes, you can.
Okay, because I hear an echo like I did during the prayer at the beginning of the meeting, but that's okay. I support Commissioner Camille's charge, change.org petition for restoring access to Detroit civilian oversight. The Board of Police Commissioners should absolutely have direct and unfettered or unredacted access to the body cameras and dash cam videos in order to fulfill their obligations as commissioners. I know this summer I've been listening to other citizens and their concerns about the young 18-year-old man shot in the back by a Detroit police officer back in June, just before the fireworks. As her petition states, back in 2012, the charter expanded the commissioner's powers in consultation with the chief of police and the mayor to establish rules and regulations receiving and resolving any complaints concerning the police department, and then forward those allegations to the appropriate law enforcement agency. I read that as of May this year, the state police and the FBI stated that since the Board of Commissioners are not a law enforcement agency, they cannot have access to the criminal justice information system. Therefore, I, along with the other concerned citizens who have come before this board, want the Board of Commissioners to have access to all footage and records necessary to perform their duties according to the Detroit City Charter. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you, ma'am. Next speaker, please.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
You don't hear echo, do you, Darrell Woods?
Sir, you may be heard.
Do you? Hey, this black bag. Rue. Mr. Rue, nah. Me want what the F she want. And she gonna get it. She got it. I gave it to her. It's us, bro. It is, bro. Come here, you heard that, Darrell Woods? You tell that to James E. Tate Jr. Tell him Rue said it. Now, over right now, he Forrest Lewis there. Upstairs in one of my upper units, I got a potential banger, or whatever it is, trespassing in my unit. He got a 9-year-old daughter up there. I turned the power off Friday. He got that girl in there with a 1-year-old baby that's been in there since Friday with no power. And I just found this out. I called up to 11 precinct They ain't been out there 4 times, and that little 1-year-old still in the damn building. Second floor. Go get that little girl some MFing help right now. It's a phone jar. I feel bad that we take the power off now. Let's play with these rubbers.
Thank you, sir. Next speaker, please.
Our next speaker will be Ms. Tanya Jackson and Mr. Smith following her.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Can I be heard?
Yes, you may.
So I was hoping my Commissioner Ivy was there today. Last week, y'all heard her say that the problem with Officer Dawson was taken care of. I shouldn't be in fear or anything like that. The problem is still a problem. He have a baby mother that's been harassing me. So I was hoping she was there so I can let y'all, her fellow commissioners, hear this conversation. With her threatening me, if I continue to speak on Dawson, I will be exposed, my dating life, my personal life. Also, she lied on Warfield and said that I guess Dawson, out of the 52 complaints were done by me. That was a lie. She also lied on Mr. Smith and Ms. Brown, basically saying that they're going to take my personal information and embarrass me when the department thought they did that. Unacceptable. So when she come back, I'm going to let y'all hear these recordings. That's unacceptable. How was the problem taken care of? Because he at the tow place, he's still working. That don't make no sense. Y'all want us to trust the police, and as a community, no. Y'all are terrible. Ain't no way that y'all sit up here and still hear me talking about the problem. I'm being harassed by his kid's mom, and y'all think y'all got rid of the problem? The problem is still there. How is it that certain commissioners can ain't up and talk about a matter and not include their fellow mates? I want to know that. Because she threatened me. It was a nice, polite threat, but it was a threat, and I took it exactly how she said it. I'm not worried about being exposed about nothing, and y'all not gonna shut me up. That's y'all problem. Y'all think y'all can dig up somebody. Y'all should have been digging up on that officer. He's terrible. Y'all live.
Thank you, ma'am. Next speaker, please.
Good afternoon. May I be heard?
Yes, you may.
I don't know why you guys got this echo. It's very irritating. I'm very disappointed in you, Chief Bedison. I thought you would be better than this. I'm about to get your officer badge number S143. Sergeant M. Jackson from Downtown Services. His badge is gone. So when it comes to any seizure made from anybody, you have to have probable cause. You have to have somebody committing a crime, or you have to have a search warrant, which your officer did not. When my phone was taken yesterday, I wish it was not such an echo, because I'll play a little bit audio from the person who made a report against me about this specific matter. But, you know, things will come out in the proper time. So I've had some nice conversations with mothers keeping boots on the ground recently. Well, be hearing from my lawyer. I'm going to put this into a very nice litigation in a couple of months. And also, Reverend Warfield, I'd love to hear from you about my complaint I filed yesterday. And I filed a FOIA for the video, the audio of the officer who took my phone yesterday, put me in cuffs, detained me, didn't have any reasonable articulable suspicion. He also took my phone, told me I had to come to the station to get it. Couldn't provide a search warrant. I was not in the commission of a crime. He had no reasonable articulable suspicion, and he had no search warrant. So this is very illegal, and that's how officers are operating. That's horrible. Also, Henriette Ivy is horrible when she comes down to it. And if you guys can hear it better, I will play a little bit of what this alleged search warrant will be given you. And also, I'm gonna get as many people fired and indicted in this as I can. You guys might be corrupt, but the FBI is not working with you guys. I hate to say it, I don't agree with Donald Trump, but he will lock as many of you up as he can. Good day.
Thank you, sir.
Our next two speakers will be Ms. Tara Brown and Joanna.
Are you there?
Good evening, commissioners.
Good evening.
Whoever is doing IT, open one screen at a time or turn off the speaker. I'm not going to belabor the problems with IT that have surfaced this year, but yeah, whoever was doing IT last year and the year before last, please go find them so whoever is doing it now can go forth in their purpose, because IT is not it. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you, ma'am. Next speaker, please.
Good afternoon, all commissioners.
Good afternoon.
Congratulations to everyone that got promotions. Congratulations. The echoing is bad, so I'm not going to stay on long. We would like for our NPO to come back to Littlefield Eaton Block Club. He's been gone too long. We have a lot of debris on the curb. When he was here doing, when he was assisting us coming up and down the street, we wasn't having these control. Please give us our NPO back. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Chair, that's your last speaker. The last person listed as Black Bag, and they've already spoken.
Thank you very much. Any comments? First of all, let me apologize to Minister Blunt for not paying attention to this clock back here. My apologies, sir. And thank you very much. And to the gentleman here in the white shirt there, no, you're turning around. You would ask a couple of questions at the beginning about how our commissioners elected or appointed. Did I get that correct? You can come back to the mic. Yes, you, sir. I think those were the questions that you had asked on your comments. Am I correct?
Yes.
So, and commissioners, please feel free. There are a total of 11 commissioners. 7 of them are elected within their respective districts. 4 are appointed by the mayor and approved by city council. Hopefully that answers the question that you raised. Does that answer your question?
Somewhat, yes.
Okay,
I just wanted to know, why is it that you guys give us 2 minutes, but when most people are going for election in somewhat, they get more than 8 hours for their election, but when they get elected, they treat us like we're nobody.
Sir, I can only tell you that the allotted time.
That was that question on that.
I'm sorry. I can only tell you that the allotted time for public comments is 2 minutes here.
Oh, I'm just saying, that's why I asked that question, because when I go for the city council at the Coleman A. Young Center, they do 2 minutes also.
Right, correct. Yeah. We do 2 minutes here also.
And I just think that's quite disrespectful.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry, Commissioner Woods. I'm Watts.
About Waltham Street. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to say to the gentleman as well, thank you. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you for coming down. And I definitely hear you. I know there's times we have an agenda, and there's just times where there's limits on certain things, public comment. But I also want you to know that you always can reach us as well via email. You definitely can call. I don't know how many times you've called, but we definitely make sure.
Times.
I know it sounds like it's multiple times. And you filed a complaint, correct? Did you say through our OCI office?
Yes, I done filed many complaints. I done written out things. I done gave Chief or the Commander Todd Bettison.
Yes.
Is that his name? Several paperwork. I done got in touch with, tried to get in touch with Mr. Mallett. And gave him paperwork, and I guess that my district person Mr. Morris and everything, but I never get any return calls or anything.
Okay. Well, I don't want to belabor it and hold it up right now, but I'm going to make sure, and we will make sure. First Chief Hayes, could we get a update? Not now, but could you follow up and give us an update? And we also were requested from, Corporation Counsel.
Yes, ma'am. Commissioner, we have been very generous to Mr. Lund. He's had multiple opportunities to present his issues. He's been to the law department many times. The issue is, I think it was maybe 10 years ago, he allegedly, and I have to use that word, allegedly was mistreated by the Detroit Police Department. It sounds like, Commissioner, he had a very solid case, but it was never presented to the court. And so the statute of limitation has run. He's had 3 lawyers, Commissioner, 3 contact my office. We have given them everything that we had. We said, if you can find a way around the statute of limitations, we will be glad to entertain whatever claim that you want to make. The lawyers have not contacted us. It's not that we have not been in touch with Mr. Lund. Mr. Lund has been here before this body. And so it's important that you all recall some of the people who come. Some of them are coming regularly. We have not denied Mr. Lund his day in court. Unfortunately, and this does happen, but there's nothing we can do. Unfortunately, his first lawyer obviously was not good. The next lawyer who got involved was unable to sustain the case. The third lawyer who called about 4 months ago, and I said, listen, if you got something, bring it, man. But what I can't do is reinvigorate his case for him. That's not how this works.
Okay, thank you for that, and thank you for the clarification. And again, also, it sounds like if you can just have your attorney reach out and call, because we're not going to be able to solve this right now, and I know through the chair we got to move on. But also, I just wanted to say, some of these cases have been coming back and forth, before us, but remember, some of us has only started here in January. So it's not like we've been here a couple of years, and I do recall him, but not specifically all the details to that. So to you, sir, through the chair, I'm done with mine. If you could have your attorney just contact Corporation Counsel, and then both of you can work it out. But again, I thank you for coming down.
I understand that, but please, for him to say that out loud like that, he's saying it wrong. June 22nd, my attorney did send the papers down to his office on the 5th floor, and they did not respond.
Sir.
That's why I brought the papers down here.
Yeah, we've already responded for your attorney to get in touch with the
They tried to. They never returned anything to him. So for him to say that, he's wrong for doing that.
Through the chair, if Corporation Counsel, can you check on that in June when he gave a date and just see if anything was received in your office and give an update? Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Through the chair. Any litigations as relates to any of these things will be out of the scope of the Board of Police Commission. That is a Corporation Counsel issue. This is not the shop for any of those matters. And so if you have some things directed down to Corporation Counsel office, that has nothing to do with us. We have no power or authority over any of those type of matters in any shape, form, or fashion. And so you may be a little confused in terms of as to what our role is as it relates to lawsuits or legal litigations and things of that nature. We investigate citizen complaints. And if you filed a citizen filed a complaint with the Office of Chief Investigator, then our investigators will investigate that in a ethical way, and present those findings to us. And we don't involve ourselves in the investigative processes of those investigators who are sworn to do investigation, who can do garrity, who can administer oaths
to witnesses and things of that nature. We do not do that. We don't administer oaths to witnesses unless they come before here to testify in the matter, but and those decisions can be appealed to us. So if you can connect with the chief investigator, if it's something there, but any legal issues, that's the sole purview of the Corporation Counsel. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Commissioner Watts. Lord Emmerich. Commissioner Camille.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It was mentioned in public comment, and I wasn't able to catch the commenter's name regarding a petition that's circulating. And definitely want to extend appreciation to that caller's support of that petition. But there is a petition circulating, and it's called to Restore Access to Detroit Civilian Oversight. It can be found at change.org under that title, Restore Access to Detroit Civilian Oversight. And if anyone has questions about the petition, we are gaining quite a bit of support on that. Or if you need assistance with signing it or interested in endorsing it, feel free to reach out to myself. Commissioner Bowman is also aware if you want to reach out to him as well, and we'd be happy to help you. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. We're all done, sir. With you. We're all done. We're all done.
I was asking him something.
No, everything comes to the chair.
Can you see me
sir?
about Waltham Street, sir?
After the meeting, sir.
On Waltham Street?
Sir?
All right.
After the meeting.
No problem. How long is the meeting going to last?
We don't know.
Okay, that's all I was asking.
Thank you, sir. Any other commissioners?
Yep. So through the chair,
Go ahead, Commissioner Woods.
So there's a change.org through the chair petition that is done, is not sanctioned or authorized by the Board of Police Commissioners, but it's an independent petition, and that's not through the purview of the Board of Police Commission, but there's a campaign that you have personally, you and Mr. Bowman, Commissioner Bowman.
Through the chair?
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, it was several community members that came together out of concern about the matter and drafted that petition and has it circulating. That's correct. This was not issued by the board.
Yep.
Thank you, Commissioner Woods and Commissioner Camille. Any other? Commissioner Bowman.
Yeah, first of all, just to pick up off that, I did not create the petition, but I endorsed it. And I mean, I agree with it completely. That being said, anyone who wishes to reach me, by the way, it is Scott, S-C-O-T-T, .Bowman, B-O-M-A-N, at DetroitMI.gov. We had the first speaker, and we've already talked about him quite a bit and had some conversation, brought him up. But one issue I did notice come up was the issue of statute of limitations, and also some disagreement about communications and whether or not someone had submitted materials or not at a given time. And on both those matters, I thought we had a place in the agenda where there would be a chief investigator's report, but it didn't look like we did. I really wanted to follow up, and I'm committed to supporting whatever is needed to make this happen, but I see that we still are not completely caught up on those complaints, that we still have complaints that are being timed out because the time is up. And I mean, that's not technically a statute of limitation, but it's a similar matter wherein something gets too old for it to be actionable any longer. That being the common element, and that's concerning to me. That's something I was committed to see straightened out back when I was seeking this office. Regarding communications, and there being some disagreement, I reached out to so-and-so, they didn't get back, so on. I had a little bit of experience of that myself recently, and it involved a reporter who had reached out and said he had reached out to all of us and reached one of us. I actually recently heard back from him. Pardon. And he said that he had actually, in addition to a voicemail that I had missed, that he actually did email the General Board of Police Commissioners email address, the BOPC@detroitmi.gov, and in an effort to reach me, but I never reached it. Now, I don't know if that address automatically forwards anything sent to it to all of us or not, but if it's supposed to, it isn't. Or if there's a human element in between and someone takes those messages and then resends them to us, in which case I did not get it. So that's concerning. In the commentary we had, Minister Blunt was wondering about who decides who gets resolutions. And the simple answer is we do. Any one of the commissioners may write a resolution, send it on to the secretary, it gets placed onto the agenda to be approved or not. So thus far, I see that they usually do get approved. But that's how the resolutions happen, and it's just a matter of who a given commissioner on a given day really feels that he or she wishes to introduce one for. There was a woman who was here, and I didn't quite get the name, but and this was another issue I noticed. Throughout the entire virtual community member opinions being stated, through the chair, by the way, I hope that's
yes,
clear.
Sir.
I hope that's clear. That I wasn't hearing a lot of this very well. I mean, I could hear parts of it, and I think when she was speaking, it was particularly choppy. But I think we need to work on that matter with the audio. But that she had brought up a matter of an officer, driving a car of his son that had been, that she said had been murdered, and that this person himself was a homicide investigator. I could think of scenarios in which that actually would make sense, but I'm not going to speculate because I don't really know. But I would say in general, if someone's having trouble reaching people, again, you can email me at scott.boman@detroitmi.gov, and this obviously wouldn't be anything I would be able to deal with directly, but I could at least make sure it gets directed to somebody who can. A caller complained about a phone being taken without a search warrant, again, that person, that's something really for OCI to be a complaint. And actually, I did have once an experience similar to that happening, but I'm not going to get into that right now. But yeah, that person also mentioned not being happy with IT, and I wanted to bring up my own observations in trying to determine what had happened with different meetings in the past, and I wanted to go back. Now, I do have my own copies of minutes that were sent to me separately that I can go through, but I thought it would be convenient to go to the page online where the minutes are all posted and just look at it that way, and I was dismayed to find that we didn't even have any, I think, from this year posted yet. At least not on the page where it said the minutes were supposed to be. So that's something that needs to be fixed. So I appreciate when we get these comments from the outside, because a lot of this reflects on true issues that we have here that I myself run into. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. Looking around? All right. We will move on to, there's nothing for the presentation of the board. Madam Secretary.
Mr. Chair, through the chair, under your tab 6, Commissioners, the weekly reports, including facial recognition, shot spotter, together with, you will note that there are responses from the department from the July 9th inquiries. Also, there are the metrics for the detention center that has been requested to be received weekly. Also from the committees, ad hoc committee, as well as citizen complaints, as well as the Human Resources July 2026 report has been received, and the presentation of that report by Director Patillo will be forthcoming at a subsequent meeting. The announcements for today are as follows. The board's next board meeting is August 27th, next Thursday, 3 p.m. here at Public Safety Headquarters. The September community meeting is scheduled for Thursday, September 10th, 6:30 p.m. It will be held in the 4th precinct in September at Kemeny Recreation Center, which is located at 2260 South 4th Street in Detroit. Upcoming committee meeting for this coming week will be the Policy Committee on Tuesday, August 25th at 3 p.m. And those are the announcements and the incoming communications for the board for this meeting, sir.
Thank you very much, Madam Secretary. Now we'll move on to item number 7, unfinished business. I'll read what I have here. At our last meeting, we had a motion to postpone the special rules of order and standing rules that be added to the scope of the ad hoc committee for review of the Board of Police Commissioners, bylaws, and standing operation procedures.
Move for approval.
Support.
All right, it has been moved and supported in support of this motion that was postponed. Is there any discussion on the motion? Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, maybe just a correction. Is it supposed to be standing operating or standard operating procedures?
If I'm looking here, it has, let me read it one more time, that the special rules of order and standing rules be added to the scope of the ad hoc committee for review of the BOPC bylaws and standing operating
Right.
procedures.
My question is that what it's called, standing operating procedures? Madam Parliamentarian, could you help with that?
I think there are 3 things here, and they're different. Special rules of order are rules that a body adopts that are contrary to Robert's rules. So, for example, if you wanted to limit debate, you would adopt a rule that in debate, commissioners can speak for 2 minutes twice to every motion. Robert's rule says people can speak, not the public, but the board, can speak for 10 minutes twice to every motion. Most organizations don't want people speaking 20 minutes to every motion. So you would adopt a special rule of order that is in opposition to what Roberts has. So that's what special rules of order. And what the parliamentarians said to the ad hoc committee is that you need to identify what those are so that everybody knows what your special rules of order are. And at this point, there is no section anywhere I can find that says special rules of order. Standing rules are administrative rules that you don't want in your bylaws. Robert's Rules of Order does not have something called SOP. If you look at Robert's Rules of Order, you will not find anything about standard operating procedure. But it is a common term that a lot of organizations use. Roberts talks about standing rules, administrative procedures that you don't want clogging up your bylaws. And again, the parliamentarian could not find any standing rules. The original motion on standing operating procedure pertained to the fact that you already do have an SOP. And so it needs to be reviewed along with the bylaws to update it and to make it consistent with what the bylaws say. I hope, Mr. Chairman, that answers the question.
Through the chair.
So special rules of order, rules that you adopt that are contrary to your parliamentary authority. That may sound like it's bad, but it's very common. It's not bad. Standing rules, administrative procedures that you don't want in your bylaws. And then SOP, you already have an SOP. It just needs to be reviewed
Mm-hmm.
and perhaps updated to reflect the current bylaws.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Through the chair.
Commissioner Camille?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I do want to just clarify that the name of the actual committee that we're referring to is the Ad Hoc Committee for Review of BOPC Bylaws and Standard Operating Procedures.
Standard?
Standard Operating Procedures.
So it's not standing?
Through the chair, the motion is to bring under the scope of the committee the special rules of order and the standing rules. However, the name of the committee itself is Ad Hoc Committee for Review of BOPC Bylaws and Standard Operating Procedures. I'm just clarifying the title of the committee, which is, I think, what was raised in the question with my colleague here.
Correct.
Thank you.
So when this ad hoc committee was first formed, it was for the looking at revising the bylaws as well as the standard operating procedures. Am I correct or no?
Correct.
All right. Thank you. Any other discussion on this motion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please indicate by aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion does carry. Thank you. That's all I have on the new business.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. By the direction of the Policy Committee, it is moved that items under 8, A through E policies be adopted by the Board. 202.8, 203.12, 204.1, 301.2, and 304.7.
Support.
It has been moved and supported that we accept the motion before us. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor, please
You
indicate.
got one hand over there.
It's only a point of parliamentary inquiry. Is it appropriate to have a group vote on multiple motions or multiple policy items like that?
To my understanding, it is, Madam Parliamentarian.
It is appropriate, however, because they are independent, the commissioner can, if any commissioner can, without a motion, say, I want to pull policy 203.12, I want to pull policy 304.7. So if the commissioner has a desire to discuss or has an objection to one of these, does not need a motion, you can just pull it out and then you vote on the ones that are left. These are all independent. They're not dependent on each other. So you can vote on them as a group, but if you object to that, all you have to do is pull them out of that motion.
Thank you.
All right.
Vote.
All in favor of the motion, please indicate by aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion does carry. Thank you.
So moved. Support.
It's been moved and supported for adjournment. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you, commissioners. Thank you. Thank you to the public.